Hello and welcome to On The Bench LFC. As always, thank you for joining me if you are joining me live. If you aren't able to join me live and you're watching the replay back, don't forget you can always leave a comment down below. I do read all my comments and I try to reply to as many as possible. So in today's show, in today's live stream, I want to bring up topics such as that Fabinho signing that Liverpool pulled out the bag. I'm kind of glad that that's all done and dusted. That did go on for ages, didn't it? Those links with Fabinho and Liverpool. Glad that's over with now. No, that was amazing. That was done really, really fast, to be fair. Yeah, a great bit of business for Liverpool. Who's in next? I want to speak about that. I want to get what you lot make of the latest reports. There's things being thrown out that there will be another player coming in before the end of the week. We discussed that in this live stream as well. Also got some updates to do with Mo Salah and things like that as well to discuss. You know, let's get started with all that. As always, guys, thank you for joining me. Joshua, welcome to the stream, my friend. And Aidan, how are you doing? Anything on Alisson? We will touch on Alisson and stuff, guys. Let me just start by saying Mo Salah has travelled for surgery today, so hopefully the surgery has gone well. Hopefully the surgery goes well and he will be recovered fully for his World Cup. That would be nice. Obviously it wasn't good to see him miss the rest of the final for us, and it was sad to see how, you know, that affected him. And for his nationality, for his national team, that would have been a massive blow for them, just as much it was for us. You know, obviously our Premier League is over with, so for us, I'm British, but for the Egyptians, they would be devastated over the fact that he may not have been able to play for them. So I hope him a full recovery. Hopefully he does get to play for them. I haven't been able to see within the last hour whether that's gone well or not, but hopefully it's good news. I will tweet out, I will retweet if we've got any updates on that. Okay, guys, so yes, he has gone for surgery, and I believe that the Liverpool medical staff will be working closely with them as well to try and get his recovery well on the way. Right, so obviously Fabinho signed for Liverpool yesterday. Apparently that had been going on behind closed doors for a couple of months. There was talks going on and stuff, so even though we're all like, that went really quick, it had been going on, but fair play to Liverpool. They kept it under wraps. I believe that what we're seeing is apparently a lot of people have been trying to keep an eye on Liverpool's transfer targets because of how good it's been, i.e. Robertson, Chamberlain, those sort of transfers. People are very, very keen on looking at who Liverpool are trying to bring in. So, you know, Liverpool are trying to do business quietly so that people can't steal it. Arsenal apparently tried to steal this one last minute. Didn't work, did it? He turned down a lot of clubs to join Liverpool. He turned down a lot of clubs over the last 2 years as well, and we got him. So that's brilliant news. I think there's teams like PSG in there. Man United thought they was going to get him. I didn't think that we was going to get him, to be honest. I didn't see this one coming. I didn't think we would see a signing for Liverpool so quick. So yeah, amazing. I did speak about all this, so I won't go over this because we did speak about this in the video yesterday and in the live stream, but a great signing. He did speak about Nabil Fekir joining Liverpool, the possibility of it, and he said he's well up for that. He said he's shown his qualities, not just this last season, but for a couple of years now. He's shown how good he is. So yeah, he likes the possibility of him joining Liverpool. On that note, Fekir was also asked about would he be joining Fabinho at Liverpool. He said, you know, he doesn't really want to discuss it until after the World Cup, but will he be signing for anyone before the World Cup? He honestly doesn't know. But there's more things that we need to discuss as the live stream goes on to do with Fekir, so we will do that. As well, obviously, I want to bring up, because I haven't been able to speak about it with the final and stuff, but Liverpool obviously extended their shirt sponsorship deal with Standard Chartered till 2022-2023 season. That is for, I think it's 40 million a year, guys. Let me know what you lot are making of that. Is that a good deal for Liverpool? I believe from what I'm seeing, that puts us up there with the other top clubs as well. That allows us to compete financially for the transfers and things like that. Yeah, will it be fully invested in transfers? I don't think so. I think when you've got the deals like that, it goes into everything, like investing into the club in other aspects, expanding the stadium, a lot of stuff. I think that's good. It's good to see that we've got another deal there that's boosted up. It's definitely increased. I think it was around 20 to 30 million a year. Now it's 40 million from what I'm reading. So that's good. That's good, guys. Thank you for joining me on a live stream, everyone. I will get to the comments as well towards the end, like I normally do. As well, talking about the Fabinho thing, I wanted to say, did any of you see the videos? Him and his wife celebrating in style. His wife seems like a good character. I saw the videos. She's wearing a Liverpool top and stuff. Absolutely smashing to watch things like that. Yeah, really, really good. Really good to see that. He looks happy. The wording that he was using about joining the club, amazing. To see, his wife really excited about him joining as well. That was really nice to see. Let's talk about Alisson, guys, before anything, because a lot of you want updates on Alisson. The update that we're seeing at the moment is that Alisson, there's been no official approach by Liverpool at the moment, but something that I'm looking at is Liverpool now having Fabinho, we've got Firmino, that's more Brazilians. There's another Brazilian at the club. Fabinho spoke very much about talking to Firmino, and that was another part of him joining Liverpool. Could now having another Brazilian at the club, could he also play a part in trying to bring Alisson? We know that Alisson is one of the top targets for that goalkeeping area. And interestingly, Alisson has given some kind words towards Karius for what happened in the final. He said it was sad to see, as a goalkeeper, they do make mistakes, and he says that he needs to keep his chin up, So that was interesting, that obviously being linked with being moved to Liverpool and possibly taking over that number one spot. Interesting to see him speaking on that. You make of that what you want, guys. I think, to be honest, maybe he was just asked about it because of the transfer links. So he just said, look, he needs to keep his chin up and stuff. That's what I think on it anyway, guys. I don't think we should read too much into that, like some of you have messaged me about. But the latest, Roma is trying to suggest that there's nothing really going on there, that he's happy at the club. But he does seem to be a target for Liverpool, definitely. My apologies with my voice, guys. It was where I was at Anfield. I'm still trying to give you guys updates. Oblak. Obviously, Oblak is another target on the list, apparently. There was an update a little while ago suggesting that he had signed a contract extension at Atletico with a massive buyout clause of 100 and whatever it was. But more recently, everyone's saying that Atletico never confirmed that, and that there's no real evidence to say that that's the case. And then today there's something saying that Atletico are trying to make that happen. So we need to try and get some more evidence on that one, all right? But if he's still available for around 80 odd million, I suggest that Liverpool do try and tempt him to come to Liverpool. Black's a very, very good goalkeeper. He's my favourite. I would like to see that be the case. The report suggesting that Liverpool are going to sign another player before the week ending. Is it just because Liverpool signed Fabinho? Now everyone's going mad, going, well, if they've done one under the cover without anyone knowing this quick, it's going to happen again. There's talks that Liverpool are going to be really aggressive in this window. That's true. Liverpool are going to want to do the deals really quick. They're going to want to be aggressive. The World Cup's this year. Klopp likes to have a good pre-season as well. It's possible. It is possible that another signing will be announced this week. Of course it is, but I personally don't want to get caught up in getting my hopes up that another player will be signed. But there are things that we need to discuss surrounding Thomas Lemar and Nabil Fekir, which could mean that something may have progressed a little bit towards one of those players. But I think just because Fabinho was announced really sudden doesn't necessarily mean that before the end of the week it does. But interestingly, there are some journalists that people trust that are saying that. Okay, so we do need to keep an eye on it. We could see someone announced before the end of the week, but I'm not going to think all of a sudden now Liverpool are going to start reeling them off. Do you know what I mean? But I didn't think Fabinho was going to come out straight away, guys, like that. And he did. We never knew, did we? So fingers and toes crossed, we do see another player announced really quick. Speaking of Thomas Lemar and Fekir, So yesterday evening, I believe it was, everyone was latching on to Liverpool was going to be putting out today, which it did, about Thomas Lemar and Fekir were both targets this window for Liverpool. Liverpool were going to go after both Thomas Lemar and Fekir. Now, when I saw this, I was like, is it that Liverpool are targeting to sign both Fekir and Thomas Lemar this window? Or is it that Liverpool are trying to sign Fekir, and if we fail, Thomas Lemar is a backup, which is what I've believed for over a year now, that Liverpool want Fekir. If we fail with him, Thomas Lemar comes in. That was what my beliefs was with it. But if I think it would be overkill, but I wouldn't moan if Thomas Lemar and Fekir come in. But then, interestingly, I think it was Neil Jones. I think Neil Jones today, within the last hour or two, has suggested that Liverpool will not be signing Thomas Lemar this window. So does that now mean that Liverpool, if Liverpool was looking at Thomas Lemar as a backup for Fekir or someone else, does that now mean that Neil Jones or someone else has got wind of Fekir, has progressed more than what we know, or another player is about to be announced by Liverpool? So that means that Thomas Lemar is definitely not happening. So I think that will be something that we need to keep an eye on, guys, because with the report suggesting that Liverpool will be announcing another player later in the week before the week's out, now with that last night saying that Thomas Lemar is a target as well, I mean, all of a sudden Liverpool aren't going to be signing Thomas Lemar. That means that maybe another player in that area, one of our first targets, as it looks like they're going to be announced. So I think we need to keep an eye on that. That's just where my head is at. Of course, all of you guys need to make your own opinions up on it. I just give you what I think and what I've seen and what my guys are also saying to me as well, all right? Right, so that's kind of covered the Thomas Lemar and Fekir stuff, what we've seen at the moment. The Fulham owner suggests that Sessegnon will be staying this year. Now, we've seen it with the Lyon president saying that Fekir will be staying, and then even now, I think with the Lyon president, every time he speaks, he contradicts himself. Is the Fulham owner saying that Sessegnon is staying? Is he just hoping with that? Because Sessegnon's been linked with Spurs as well recently, and it looked more likely that he may join Spurs over Liverpool anyway. There are links there with Liverpool. A lot of you guys asked me for updates with him. So your latest update with Sessegnon is that their owner believes that he will stay for the next year. So we'll have to keep an eye on this one because of the links with Liverpool. But yeah, he's confident that he will remain at Fulham. So that's your update with him anyway. Let me just see whether I've got anything else here. I believe that's it, what I wanted to say at the beginning of this video, guys. All right. So I will get to your comments here quickly to see what you guys are saying as well. Lee Wilson says Lemar is not a target. Fact. Lee, I never believed he was a number one target for Liverpool, either, my friend. I think he was just on a list, to be fair, for me, as a backup, to be fair. I've said that for a long time. Why can't I donate, says Joshua. I'm not too sure, my friend. You have a super chat option there. I don't know. I don't know whether you can do it or not. I never push it, guys. I never do. Tom says, do you think we will get either one of Lascelles or Tarkowski? Lascelles is kind of... He's come out and spoke just after the links come out saying that he could be Liverpool's number one target for centre-back this window. He said that he's staying at Newcastle, basically. So I kind of said, I don't think we're going to get him. The Tarkowski things, I don't know. I don't know whether we'll end up going for him. That did come out. He's on a list for a few people, but I think we need to see a bit more evidence for that. Will Klopp go after a centre-back in this window? I don't know. I think we should. I would like to see a centre-back come in. Let me know what you lot make of it as always. But for me, I'm waiting to see a bit more movement with that one. At the moment, we've seen a holding midfielder come in. He can also play a number of roles. He can play right back. I think he'd be the most deep line midfielder, but a lot of you guys are saying his ability to move forwards means that he might not just sit in front of the centre backs. I get that. I know that he can move forwards as well. That's Fabinho, obviously. But I believe that he will still be playing as the deepest line midfielder when you've got Naby Keita. Naby Keita's more attacking for me, so I don't think Naby will play deeper of the two. But yeah, we've got a holding midfielder now. I believe that I would like to see another centre-back come in. Will that be Tarkowski? If I say you pronounce his name, I'm not too sure. But I don't know where Klopp's head is at defensively. He spoke about Joe Gomez in the centre-backs. You saw how good Lovren was in the final. Is it going to be a real concern now? If Lovren can perform the way he did in the Champions League final against Real Madrid, if he was consistent next season, we've got a good centre-back pairing between Lovren and Van Dijk. You've also got Joe Gomez with a future once he's back from injury. Matip was our best centre-back before Van Dijk come in and then got injured and was really shaky. I don't know what happened to Matip. He's got to come back as well. I don't think Klopp's going to rule him out straight away. So will Klopp go into a transfer market in this window for a centre-back? I'm not too sure yet, guys. Maverick agreed. I thought he would be going to United, City, Chelsea. To get him in the door is a major coup. Yeah, I really didn't expect Fabinho to come in, guys. I really didn't. I thought he was going elsewhere. So major coup, as you put it. Do an argument with the pros and cons for Alisson and Oblak. That's a very good shout there. I really don't know. For me, Oblak is my favourite keeper in the world. Would Alisson suit Liverpool? A lot of people are trying to say that Alisson would maybe suit Liverpool more. That's the argument, but I don't know. For me, I don't see how Alisson would suit Liverpool more than Oblak. I really don't, but I think Oblak is more of a complete goalkeeper. I think Oblak would be the best bet for me, but maybe I'll do a video on it, but I don't see Liverpool signing Oblak. I really don't. I see him maybe committing to it at Atletico, to be honest. That's my honest opinion, but I would love Oblak to come in. I've heard from a good source that Butland will be announced very soon, says Lee Wilson. James Pearson had rubbish the reports of Butland though, so I'm not too sure, Lee. I'm not too sure about that. But Butland could happen, but I don't see it. James Pearson had rubbished it, so I'm not too sure. A lot of people don't want Jack Butland either. Your Liverpool clone says Butland is overrated by English media. It is fact, he is SHIT. Isn't Heaton an ex-Manc? Yeah, a lot of people are saying about Heaton coming in. How much is Oblak compared to Alisson? If we're going off the latest, Oblak is still around 80 to 89 million, I believe. And Alisson, they want around 60, 90, 69 million. So for an extra 20 million roughly, you can get Oblak is what the latest rumours are suggesting. So for me, I would go all out for Oblak, but will Liverpool do it? I don't know. I don't know what Klopp's head is at with Karius. We don't know whether Klopp's going to be stubborn and stick with Karius, or whether Klopp's now like, no, I'm going all out for a goalkeeper. I know a lot of you would want Klopp to do that. To be honest, I don't want Butland. He's not good enough, says Joe T. I don't think you're the only one there, mate. I think a lot of people want that. What are you guys making of the latest with Fekir? Obviously saying about 1 minute he's suggesting, I'm not going to talk about this until after the World Cup. Next minute he's saying, will I sign for someone before the World Cup? Who knows? Do you genuinely think that Fekir is not going to sign for anyone before the World Cup? Or do you think that this is all a charade? Do you think this is part of... My belief is he's just trying to get a better deal at Liverpool, a personal contract deal is what I'm saying. He's trying to get better things, mate. It's all words, Dad, says Giwi. Yeah, I think so. I think it's all a game, to be fair. Joel says, do you think we are in advanced talks for Fekir? Redmond TV said this also. I believe that Leon, the president and Fekir, no matter what they're saying, every time you see a different statement from them, they always contradict themselves. 1 minute, there's no talks going on. Next minute, they change their wording on it. So everything that they're saying is not true, because otherwise they wouldn't be changing their wording on it. There is something that has gone on there. That's a fact, because otherwise the wording wouldn't change. If you're telling the truth about something, you don't change what you're saying. Does that make sense? Liverpool was very good with Fabinho. They kept it under wraps. You know that they're going to be aggressive. Fekir is definitely a target. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Are they in advanced talks with him? It's very possible. It is very possible. We want that to be the case. I'm adamant that Fekir's been a target for over a year for Liverpool, more so than what Thomas Lemar was anyway. So for me, Liverpool are going to go in and take it to the next step very soon for Fekir. Will he end up signing for Liverpool? Anything can happen in football, guys. All right, we saw with Fabinho, we didn't know nothing about it. The journalists close to Liverpool, they didn't know anything about it either. So for anyone that's saying, you know, if the journalists close to Liverpool aren't saying anything, then it's not happening. You've only got to look at this Fabinho stuff as to say Liverpool are being very clever at the moment. None of us can be guaranteed on whether Fekir's coming, not coming, whether a target's coming in or not. And I would say that it's possible that we see another signing or maybe even two that we haven't even been linked with, guys. Let's look at Fabinho. That's your evidence for me at the moment. Russ, expecting another player out of the blue that the media aren't linking us with. Yeah, like I just said, Russ, I really do think so. I think it's very possible. We wasn't expecting Fabinho. He's come in. I'm very happy with that signing. I think Liverpool, Klopp, they know who they want. They're going to get it. They're going to get them players. They're going to make it happen. That's the aggressive side of this window. That's what I believe Liverpool are going to be aggressive. They know they want already. They're going to make it happen, you know. Thomas, notifications, basically, yeah. YouTube doesn't really put out a lot of notifications too much, so make sure the bell's ticked. Make sure you know that you're on the ball. One of the best ways is to follow me on Twitter as well, guys, and to make sure the notifications on there is ticked, because I always tweet out that I'm going live. Max says, has there been any news about centre-backs? Because in my opinion, we need to get rid of Son to replace another world-class defender. There's nothing really recent about the centre-backs. Lascelles apparently was the top target. He rubbish out straight away, saying he's staying at Newcastle. I haven't seen anything about any other centre-backs to really go off. I'm under the same beliefs as you, mate, that we need another centre-back, because I would hate for anything to happen to Van Dijk. If he got a knock next year, we can't rely on some of the other centre-backs because they haven't proven their quality yet. Lovren's been brilliant of recent, but it's the consistency levels that worries me at the moment for some of our players. We need to see more consistency. You know, bringing in new players, there's no guarantee that they will be consistent, but if you up the quality as you bring them in, that will raise the consistency levels around the team, because they're challenging for a place in the team. You know, that's why adding midfielders to the squad, adding Fabinho now, that's going to up the consistency levels of the other players as well, because they're going to be competing to try and get in that first team. So it's good. We need a more versatile player, says Maverick. I believe so as well. Fekir by Friday, Daz, says a junior. Could well be the case. Like I say, something to look out for, guys, is that last night, Liquid was putting out today about Liverpool targeting Fekir and Thomas Lemar this window. My question was, is it that we're trying to sign both of them, or is it just that Fekir is number one target, like I've always said, and Thomas Lemar is number two if we didn't land Fekir? All of a sudden today, Neil Jones, everyone's going off Neil Jones anyway. That's the source that I've found. Everyone's going back to has said that Liverpool won't be signing Thomas Lemar. So to me, that says that something has moved ahead with Fekir. That's what I believe. But as always, it's up to you guys what you believe. I haven't got any inside knowledge, any inside sources. I just do a bit more digging than what a lot of you guys have time to do. How about Toby Alderweireld, Man United bound at Anchor, my friend? Welcome to the stream, by the way. Yes, I would love Alderweireld to come to Liverpool, but that's United, isn't it? So Sam says, hi Daz, mate, we are putting our balls on a table and proving that we are going places. Loving this. Fabinho, what an early birthday present. Yes. Is it your birthday today, Sam? I believe it's if it's your birthday today, happy birthday, Sam. Massive shout out to you on the stream. Yeah, that brilliant signing. Liverpool are making statements by doing signings like this. If we can announce a couple of other signings like this, you know, and beat other, you know, Liverpool are now signing players that are turning down other big teams to come to us. That's the real statement. That's the real statement. Fabinho's turned down other clubs to join for Liverpool. So have other players. You know, Liverpool getting the targets that we want. So many years did we see that we missed out on our targets to other teams? Now we're the ones that are securing these targets. That's what I like to see. That's the statement that Liverpool are putting out there. Think he might go United, but oh my God, I would love Toby. Yes, Fatal, same here. When do you think Fekir will be announced, or do you think we won't get him? Joel, I don't know when he'll be announced because of what we're hearing recently, but I think it's all just a game at the moment. I think it's all about money. I think what we're hearing is just to get more money from Liverpool and a better contract for him from the player. But I don't think we've missed out on him at all. I think there's something going on there. I'm just going to stay positive for Fekir. I've been positive for a long time. I believe you guys should be as well, but you always do what you want with it. But anything can happen in football. You know, if Liverpool don't want to bow down to a massive amount of money from, you know, with Fekir, if Leon want too much money and Liverpool go, I'm not going to pay that much. We've got other transfers that we could get in the door. That could change last minute. Anything can happen. So, but I believe Fekir's been a number one target for over a year. So I think we're going to definitely go in now. I think we're probably starting now or have had talks with Leon. So let's just wait and see, guys. By the end of the week, possibly. If it goes on for another week, who knows? But it will. If Fekir is going to happen, it will happen soon. I believe. Because you've got the World Cup, guys. You have got the World Cup. And there's no way Liverpool are going to want it to go to after the World Cup, like what Fekir and that are suggesting. I believe that Alisson is a smokescreen for Oblak. A few people are saying that, mate. A few people are saying that. Daz, mate, get in, says the mask. You're right, mate. Snore, don't think it's possible to win the Premier League with Karius and Lovren in the first team, to be honest. A lot of people are saying about Karius at the moment. Obviously, with the final that he's had, consistency levels as well was a worry with some players. But Gallagher, yo Daz, yo Gallagher, how are you, my friend? As always, guys, don't forget, if you are live on the stream, your live comments will be shown to those that are watching it back on the replay. Let the world know, let everyone know what you make of all the latest reports, because they're reading your comments back. So it's good for everyone to see what you lot make of it as well. Russ, City got all their targets early in the transfer market last season and they won the league. LFC getting theirs early will get us very close to the title next season, hopefully. Yeah, Fabinho's not with the Brazilian World Cup side, so he's got a pre-season with us. It's good if Liverpool can get the deals done early. That's all part of this. Be aggressive in the transfer window. Klopp likes that anyway. Get them in, get them settled. You know, because it's not just about getting them settled as in learning Klopp style, but family life and things like that. It is good to get the deals done early. Get them settled at the club. Get them playing the football. Calm. Start the Premier League. Let's go for next year. I believe, I'm not one of these that is going, Liverpool going to win the Premier League definitely next year. City was outstanding last season. I think within the next 2 years, I can't see why Liverpool can't win the Premier League. You know, I still think that City are going to be a really top team next year. I think that other teams are going to strengthen this window. Liverpool are going to be up there though. We've done really, really well this year. I'm very proud of the boys. I think, we will be better next year. If we eradicate some of the mistakes that we did early in the season, for next year, I can't see why we can't be up there really pushing City. That's my beliefs on it, but I'm not going to sit here and say yes, Liverpool are going to run away with the league next year. We still got a few key areas to strengthen for me. We still got to eradicate some of the errors. We still got to be more consistent. If we can do that next year, then yes, we will really press for that league. But within 2 seasons, we should be. The future is definitely bright under Klopp. If the owners are backing us in this transfer window, then yeah, I can't see why we can't win it soon, guys. Is it Karthik? I think it's Karthik, mate. Welcome to the stream. What's the news on Matip? Is he still a Liverpool player? Yes, mate, he is a Liverpool player. I don't know whether you was joking with that or not, my friend, but he is a Liverpool player. Harry, I think we really need to win something next year. It's been too long since we won an actual trophy. Yes, I fully agree with that. It's about winning some trophies again, isn't it? I would like to see Liverpool win some silverware next year. We had a good run in the Champions League, but next year I want to see us win some silverware. Get some trophies in the cabinet. Having good runs in the cups and stuff is good. We like that, but you want to win as well. Liverpool need to be back to winning ways. Plus, it gives the players confidence of getting used to winning trophies as well. Everyone was talking leading up to the Champions League final about the boys aren't experienced, they're not used to winning things. Start winning things. Even if it's the smaller cups, start winning things. Get them used to winning things. And you can push on from there. Lay the foundations down for the bigger trophies. But yeah, like I say, next year, I'm positive now. I had my little dip where I was, feeling low. Yesterday, you probably tell from my live stream, I was low about the Champions League final. Not now. Next year, let's go. Let's be positive. Liverpool, let's have good runs. Let's try and win some silverware next year. Let's really push for that Premier League. If we manage to win it next year, fantastic. I'll be over the moon. But let's see what we got in this window. Let's see what the owners do with the money. We got the sponsorship deal, 40 million a year. We got Fabinho in the door. We got Naby Keita joining us. Things are definitely looking up already. We got a bit more squad depth there. Don't forget though, Emre Can's leaving. Coutinho left midway through the year. So we still need some more. We still need to see more. But with the latest rumours of another player coming in before the end of the week, I don't know what to tell you guys with that. Is it going to happen? I don't know, but I want to see more. I do want to see more. Maverick, I'm a bit worried about Fekir, but I hope we can swing it. Yeah, I hope we can, because I've been positive. I'm confident that we can. I do believe what we're seeing about that though is just about money, to be honest, from Leon and from the player himself. But we'll see. We will see. I'm pretty sure we'll see soon. Liverpool aren't going to allow it to go to after the World Cup because it would be more money. Fekir, am I right? Fekir scored, didn't he, for them yesterday? I think he played yesterday, was it? Thought it was a game, but obviously I have my son trying to keep up to date with everything with Fabinho as well. Message back you guys also. It was mad busy yesterday. Anouk says, how about signing a decent striker as back up to Bobby Firmino? I believe that it would be a good option. A good plan B would be something that I think we should look at. I think a lot depends on Brewster, because there was a lot of talk about Klopp wanting to bring Brewster into the fold, but he's not really a plan B, is he? So yeah, I would like to see that. I think a lot relies on as well what's going to happen with Divock. Is he going to come back to Liverpool? Is he going to be loaned out again? Is he going to be sold? If he stays, he's more of a plan B, isn't he? He's a bit taller, can be a bit more aggressive in the air. If you're adding players like Fekir and stuff, players that can get down the wing and cross it in, Salah's got a very good end product when it comes to crossing. We have got players that can cross the ball. Young Trent from the right wing, from right back, very good at delivering the ball in the box. I think if you had someone like Origi towards the end of last season in the box, he's capable in the air. Against teams that sit back, I think we could have done with a bigger lad in the box in some of them games. Solanke, bit bigger in the air, but he's just not ready, is he? So yeah, who would you guys like to see coming as a striker? Very good question there. For those that aren't watching it live as well, in the comments, if Liverpool are to sign a plan B in a window, a bigger striker, who would be your first choice? Bigger striker. I want to hear that. See, a choice for me would be De Zeko, but I know a lot of people wouldn't agree with that, but I think he's still got something as a plan B. Firmino's our first striker, guys. Just don't forget that. Does any updates on Pulisic or the squad or Dembele, two wingers likely? Pulisic, there's a lot of reports saying that Pulisic, Liverpool are still going for him. Nothing really to shout about at the moment, so it's not worth really saying, yet Pulisic is a definite, but he's always a target for Liverpool. FSG poster boy, like I always say. But we'll have to wait and see on that. Timo Werner for striker, says Majid. Jamie Vardy, says Leslie. Good shouts there, guys. Pacey strikers, people that can get behind. Yeah. Pulisic is always going to be a target. I believe that, he'd be a good option for us young. Wouldn't demand first team football if you come to Liverpool. FSG would definitely sanction that one, I believe. And Dembele, the Dembele things, I believe that Liverpool could try and push their luck with him, but if Barcelona aren't going to be willing to put a buyout clause at the end of a loan, I can't see Liverpool doing it, to be honest. Why make him any better? Why give him game time to give him back to Barcelona? That I don't see Liverpool doing. The only reason I thought that it could go is if there's a buyout clause in it, and Liverpool could swing it because of the money that we're owed by Barcelona. But if they're not willing to sell him at the end of it, it won't happen, guys, will it? But I haven't seen anything major with Dembele, to be honest. Is Tarkowski any good? Maverick, I'm going to be completely honest. I don't know too much about him. I haven't really seen him too much, but a lot of people that have watched him said that he's quite good. So it's good to get people's views on him that do watch him. I haven't watched him, so I will leave that to you lot to discuss how good he is. I'm not the best one to ask on that, mate. But says Dembele would be a class signing. Is Salah a striker? If so, I think he'd be a great addition. He's more of a winger. He plays more as a winger, but he's definitely a threat. A lot of people are asking me about him. Will we get him? Should we go for him? You know, as a backup, I think Salah would be a good option for us to look at. Will he end up signing for Liverpool? Will he end up leaving? I'm not too sure at the moment, guys. It's someone on the list that we're keeping an eye on, and I believe you guys should keep an eye on him as well. If Liverpool was to really go in there and attempt, like, put in a major offer, I don't see him turning it down. I really don't, but it's that first team football, isn't it? If we've got someone like Fekir, don't forget Fekir plays as a winger as well. He can play as a winger. Will Salah, if he saw Fekir come in, will Salah look at it and go, I'm not getting it in that squad? So maybe it turn us down on that fact, guys. Max says Real Madrid are interested in Alisson. Yeah, Real Madrid are looking at him as well. Is what the rumour is. But I think we could get Alisson, guys. I think we could get him if the price is right. Fabinho coming into the team now. Firmino was a major part in him joining with phone calls and talking to him about the club. You know, adding another Brazilian to the squad. Yeah, those boys can get on the phone to Alisson and say, look, come into Liverpool. It's a great club. Alisson knows what it's like at Liverpool. Yeah, I don't think there'd be too much persuading to come to Liverpool with Alisson. I really don't, but it's just whether Liverpool are willing to pay that much for a goalkeeper, because Roma are not going to bow down to us. I really don't think they will. I think the money will be a lot for him. I mean, if Oblak is available for 20 million more, why wouldn't we go 20 million more? It really does depend whether Klopp wants to be stubborn and stick with Karius, doesn't it? Link with Lamar, if we get him. Ben Yedder is good. Ben Yedder is a good player, mate. He is really good. Buy Shaqiri is back up for Salah. Jack, that is a really, really good idea. I think Shaqiri will be one of the signings of the summer, to be honest. For whoever gets him, he is a quality player. Oblak is better than Alisson. Rion, yes. I agree with that. Oblak is my favourite keeper in the world, for anyone that doesn't know. He is absolutely quality. Right. I've gone to the chat. Obviously, I did give you guys the updates at the beginning. If you missed it and you've only just joined, there are some updates at the beginning. I spoke about things, and I did go and speak to a lot of you guys as well towards the end. I'm going to have to shut it down because I need to get on with some things as well, guys. All right, Maverick, quickly before I go, the problem Liverpool have to solve is getting enough quality in the squad. If the squad is not deep enough, we will struggle. Next season will be harder than this one, as Chelsea launch top 4 bid, etc. Yeah, it will be. We need to have a better squad next year so that we can rotate more, and also it will raise the consistency levels as well. So I really agree with that, Maverick. I really do agree with that. Hopefully we will address that in the window. I believe we will. The owners have spoke about it. Klopp's addressed it a bit as well in some things that he said. So I believe they know. I believe they will, hopefully, in this window. Right, guys. Don't forget, as always, to leave a thumbs up on the stream for me. It's muchly appreciated, all of you and all of your support. If there's any updates, of course, I'll be one of the first to bring it to you on YouTube, as always. Don't forget the Facebook group as well, on the Bench LFC, Liverpool FC fans. They are updating you every day. The guys on there that are working on that with me, they're putting out transfer updates and stuff all the time. They're doing a really good job. Massive thank you to those people that are on there, and you lot can interact on there as well when I'm not on a live stream. So that's brilliant for you lot to join in on. That's about it. All right. As always, have a brilliant rest of your evenings. That's it for me, guys. All right, I've been on the Bench LFC. You've all been legends. Don't forget to subscribe if you enjoy keeping up to date with daily transfer rumours, gossip and done deals. And leave a thumbs up, like I say, guys. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your days.